Oh man. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Thank I don't know where to start with this one. Let's just jump into it. I did my PO box unboxing today. I went there this morning. I haven't gone there in about, I don't know, a few weeks or so. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. This is by far, like, I have never received so many gifts at one point. Can I just say, first of all, I guess the obvious is I cannot thank you and show you my appreciation more than I can. But can I tell you, I don't deserve any of this. I am a normal, everyday, like, person. I love music. That's why I wanted to start the channel. I work in 8 to 5. I don't always love work, but I'm a normal working guy. I come home, wash the dishes, eat dinner, relax a little bit, and sometimes record and listen to music. I'm just a normal 8 to 5 guy, and you guys are making me feel like a lot more. I really cannot thank you enough for everything, for this. This is just a huge amount of love. And my thanks extend also for my wife, who's sleeping right now, but when I walked in, and I barely walked in, it was something. So I cannot thank you enough. Let's go ahead and get into some of these packages. I don't even know where to start. Let's work our way from this side, from the middle here. Seriously, you've made my holiday. There's things I wish I could share with you guys, and one day maybe we'll talk. But you guys have undoubtedly made my holiday, made our holiday, and been there at a time when things aren't always the best. But you know what? We're going to make it the best. So this first package here, I don't have a name on the front. We're going to go ahead and rip-a-rooney. If you happen to hear any noise outside the door, outside the room, my wife put on Jingle All the Way. We had started watching it this morning. I love that movie. That's a classic holiday movie. So we were watching Jingle All the Way, and my wife put it back on to fall asleep to / finish. She's one of those people that it takes, you know, a few tries to finish a movie. So I have the box here. Let's go ahead and open it together. So this is from Jeremy. Jeremy, thank you for everything you've ever sent over, and thank you. Really, I appreciate the gift. So, what we have here, some fancy bubble wrap. Let's get into the package here. I also don't have a lot of room, to be honest. I have some things moved around in the room today. Let's get that out the way. Let's open this together. Here, guys. And he did leave a note saying what it was. So we'll go over that in a moment. But this is Calexico. Calexico with their album Edge of the Sun. Now I love when it puts for fans of and stuff like that. On here on the sticker you have featuring guest vocals from Nico Case. I like her album that she did with Laura Veirs and this is gonna bother me. There's Katie Lang. Sam Beam, Nick Urata, Gabby Moreno, Pieta Brown, Carla Morrison, Amparo Sanchez. Contains download card as well. Thank you so much for sending this over. So I'm looking at your note, and you say that this is some Americana Latin-tinged rock. I love the name. A nice mix of California and Mexico. This sounds like something that I would enjoy, and I would imagine my wife would too. Thank you so much for sending this over, Jeremy. That was extremely thoughtful of you. Let's go ahead and move into the next one. I'm going to try and make this video not like an hour long or anything. This is, I don't have a name here. I'm sure we'll find one here somewhere. But how's your day going, everyone? Hope that you're having a good day. Right now it is Saturday, and it's about, I don't have my phone or anything near me. But I think it's about 9:30. You taking a guess? I'm not sure. It's somewhere in there. Okay. So, we have... Hold on. What perfect timing. And I do mean timing. Hold on, let me cut this, open this a little bit more so I can show you guys at least what I see. So before anything, I see a digital alarm clock. I don't know if there's a joke to this digital alarm clock. Did it say like 2112 or something? Is that the joke? There's no note on here, and I don't even know who it's from. That's the mysterious part. But how funny that I was trying to find out the time. I mean, is there a note that, like, this is like, you know, I want to know if, like, is there a reason? Oh, okay. I'm just dumb, I guess. I suppose the actual package is inside the alarm clock box, it seems. Okay, that's just... I thought I got sent a clock, and I was just trying to figure out, well, did I say something in a video? Like... Did I say something alarming? So this is from Raymond, who sent me over a note as well, which I always read off camera. Just more personal. Sometimes people write personal things, and I don't want to, you know, put that out on camera all the time. But I'll glance at it. So we have here a few CDs from Mr. Raymond. I'm just looking at his note as well. I love when you guys handwrite notes to me. I love it. Anthony Phillips. Anthony Phillips, former guitarist of Genesis, with his album Private Parts and Pieces, A Catch at the Tables. How cool is that? I'm trying to get in focus, that's why I keep on moving it awkwardly. And then you also have, let's see, Anthony Phillips and Enrique Barro Garcia, I believe. This is Antiques, right here. Actually, looking on the sides, looking on the spines, these are all apparently part of a series, I would assume. Private Parts and Pieces, and these are just all the different parts. If you can see the sides there. If that's focusing. I can't tell. I can't see the screen. So, and then if you move on to this one, the next one, this is Private Parts and Pieces 2, Back to the Pavilion. So I don't know if these are live pieces. And then Private Parts and Pieces, is this the first one? Must be, because there's no subtitle to this one. Anthony Phillips is a really, really great guitarist. I really enjoy, of course, we've only listened to, you know, The Geese and the Ghost from him, but that's a really beautiful album. That one is like just countryside when I'm listening to that. That's what I see. So I'm just reading a little bit of the note here, and he just gives me a little bit of background on Phillips, of course, and himself and discovering the band and things like that. I love that. Thank you so much, Raymond. Thank you so much for the thoughtfulness behind the gift, and it's always a good time for Anthony Phillips, in my opinion. Based off the little bit I've heard. The next package, no name. Let's give it a little tear at the top. I really thought it was an alarm clock that was sent to me. How funny. So if I open it up, right here, let's see. So we have Patto, or Patto, Give It All Away, the albums 1970 through 1973. I have never, man, there's so many bands I have never heard of. I've never heard of this band, and I hope that I'm pronouncing their name right. Now, I'm assuming that these are the albums down here at the bottom. I can't see the names on them. One of them is Roll 'em, Smoke 'em, Put Another Line Out, and then Monkey's Bum, the world's first ever scratch and sniff album. You got some smell-o-vision happening here. There's no note on this one. So I don't know who sent this one, actually. I don't think that it's the company up here. I don't think that's from it. Well, maybe. If it is, thank you, Sammy. I don't know if it is, but if that name there is who this is from, Sammy, thank you so much. Never heard of them. I wonder even what kind of band they are. They are from Esoteric Recordings. That's their label, I would suppose. But thank you so much for sending this over. Yeah, the album's Patto, they're self-titled, Hold Your Fire, Roll 'em, Smoke 'em, Put Another Line Out, and Monkey's bum. I'm curious to know what they sound like. I don't know any information about them, but thank you so much for sending that over. Let us move forward. So this one over here. This is from Robert. So Robert, thank you so much for sending this over. Robert lives in a city that's not too far away from me. So this is somewhat local. Actually. That's always cool. It's always interesting when I see like the from address and it's somewhere not too far away and I'm like, hey, I could drive there. Don't worry, I'm not gonna drive. Can you imagine if I just showed up to your house one day? I mean, I don't think it'd be that. I mean, it'd be pretty weird. Let's be honest, it'd be pretty weird. So let me just, I didn't cut it just enough. Hold on. There we go. I think that would do the trick. And so hold on, one more cut. One more. There we go. Okay, let's open this together. One for all for one. Toss that to the side. Toss that to the side. Let's see what is here from Mr. Robert. So, we have, okay, gato. Gato, that means cat in Spanish. I like how we have Patto, and now we got Gato. Chapter 1, Latin America. Gato Barbieri recorded in Latin America. I have never heard of Mr. Gato, but he seems, pun fully intended, like a cool cat. That is awesome there. Man, he's smooth. He's chilling. He's just chilling. He's just relaxing. Thank you so much for sending this over. If you open it up, here's what we got inside. So instruments-wise, I see a harp, drums, guitar. I don't know what this is. It looks like a pan flute he's wearing around his neck, but I don't know what he's blowing right there. Accordion, percussion over here. So we got a lot going on here. That is really cool. Indian harp, looking at it, is what that is over there. That is really, really cool. I don't know anything much about this at all, obviously, but if it's from Latin America, it's going to have a certain kind of groove to it, you know? It's going to have a certain flavor, and that flavor, I like it. So we'll put that right with Calexico over here. So thank you so much for sending that over. I'm interested to learn about the cool cat that he is. Let us move into this package. This is from Ed. Ed has been a long time watcher. So Ed, I hope that you're doing well. Thank you for sending this over. And on the to part of the package, he put JP, but he spelled it out like Jay, and then P, like baby food, PEA. Which that is hilarious. Ed has like one of the best senses of humor. I love reading from Ed, seeing his cards every once in a while. He'll send a card. I love it, Ed. Thank you so much. Let me pull this out. And, okay, so he included a packing list. Before I even, like, open it or see anything, there's a packing list. Ed has sent over M&M Plain, M&M Peanut, Temptations Chicken, what? Stickers, food, audio cassette tape, voodoo doll starter. No, you really did. Oh, Ed, don't you ever go anywhere. I got a wooden mannequin here. Hold on, where can I let me put him there. I got a wooden mannequin. I got me some M&M's. Ed, you sent me a good snack, because these will be gone tomorrow. And then 10 treats for cats. Isn't that Ed? He sent treats for my cat. Sake is gonna love that. Tasty chicken flavor. To be honest, I'm tempted to try it. And then, hold on, let me get the food stickers. That's hilarious. I love that. Oops, hold on, I dropped it. My fingers got weak. My fingers got weak when I tried turning it. There we go. I love that. and then a cassette tape. Now the question is, what's on the cassette tape? Is there a trick to it? Is there something to it? Now I don't have a cassette player. I haven't seen a cassette in a really long time. Ed, I love you, man. Thank you so much. That's awesome. My cat, though, is going to get a huge kick out of that. Let us move forward. This has no name, so we're going to move forward just the same. And if you want to stay and play my game, all you got to do is say my name. It's my claim to fame. That's actually all I got. That's where my rapping career ended. Right as it started. This is some tough tape. I'm trying to cut this tape and it's like tough tape. This is like I used to think that duct tape was duct tape when I was a child. And I was wondering, like, did they make this tape out of ducks? Kind of like buffalo wings, I thought was actually made from buffaloes. Alright, so we got this open. And here, this is going to be from Kevin. Kevin, I appreciate that so much. This is awesome. Now, not to reveal too much, but he left a note here on top of the package. And Kevin is chilling in the mountains. He is chilling in the mountains right now. That is awesome. Let me put his note here and let's see what we got. Let me move these out the way. Wonderful. By the way, you guys are great packers. I'm just saying. Let me move this around. Looks like it's supposed to be this way. So, Kevin has sent over Our Man in Havana. Is this a film noir? Looks like one. Have I even been showing everything to the camera? I hope I have. I've really been paying attention. Our Man in Havana. This looks like a film noir, right? Our Man in Havana, 1959 this is from. By the way, Just JP Plus is still going. I have 2 movies that I already have like recorded and everything. I just have to edit them, and it takes a little longer to edit for Just JP Plus than anything that I do here on the main channel. So we got that one. This is a very, very powerful movie. Schindler's List. I've only seen this movie once. It's one of those movies that you watch maybe, I think, once or twice in your lifetime. This is a powerful, powerful film. I remember seeing it in high school. I saw Schindler's List, and they played it for all the high school students in a big auditorium. And I love historical movies and things of that nature. And I remember, like, everyone in the auditorium, not everyone, but there are a couple of, teenagers that are, like, laughing at certain scenes. And I'm just like, this is not the time to be laughing and, joking. But on the other hand, everyone copes with things in their own way, so, The next movie here, The Magic Christian. Okay, Magic Christian. I love the artwork. That's some psychedelic 60s artwork, right? Never heard of this one. Comedy legend Peter Sellers. Never heard of him. Portrays Sir Guy Graham, the richest man in the world. One day he adopts a young homeless man who he meets, or happens to meet by chance during a stroll in the park. Is this kind of like City Lights? Maybe a little bit. And it looks like this about their escapades together. So this looks like a fun movie. That's awesome. Thank you so much for sending that over as well. I'm running out of room over there. La Vie en Rose. You know who would love this? My wife. She loves the song. Marilyn Collard. I don't know how to pronounce the name. But she is a great actor. She's an awesome actor. My wife. This is a movie that she would love. I wonder if she's seen this, actually. The Extraordinary Life of Edith Piaf. I'm sure I've heard Edith Piaf's music. Matter of fact, I'm sure I could say I have. But I'm not familiar with her. So that might be a great biography. Autobiographical or biographical film to look at. Let me put the box down. I don't know why I'm holding the box. Let me just pull out the last few movies here. Alright, so the last ones we have here are Bernard Bertolucci's The Last Emperor. I'm trying to angle the light so you guys can see it. Haven't heard this one either. The Last Emperor. Is that the Eddie Murphy movie, The Golden Child? The Last Emperor won 9 Academy Awards. This was released in 1987. The power scope of the film was and remains undeniable. The life of Emperor Puyi, who took the throne in 1908 at age 3. I kind of stopped watching, but I was watching Marco Polo, that show that came out, I don't know, many years ago. It only had a few seasons. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I really enjoyed like the Mongolian and Chinese aspects, like that side of it. That was kind of cool. So thank you so much for sending this. The next one, A Mighty Wind, back together for the first time again. Now, is that the name of the band? In A Mighty Wind, Christopher Guest reunites the team from Best in Show and Waiting for Guffman to tell the story of 60s era folk musicians who, inspired by the death of their former manager, get back on stage for one concert in New York City's Town Hall. When was this one released here? Is it 2003? Did this come out in 2003? I mean, that's the copyright date. So I would imagine this must have come out maybe 2003. I thought it would be a little bit older, but it doesn't seem so. Now, is this like based off of a real band? Or is this kind of just like, telling their own story? Can't quite tell. It mentions classic folks trio, the Folksmen, but I don't know if that's like the band in the movie, or if that's an actual band, because I don't know anything about music. And then the last film we have here, this one I have heard of. This one, Ran, I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry, by Akira Kurosawa. This one I've heard of a lot of great things about. And I know for a fact I've never seen any of Akira's movies, but I've watched a few like random videos and video essays about him and some of the scenes and the way that he formulated scenes. And even without seeing a film, I can understand the magic behind his cinematography and his film technique. That is absolutely beautiful and amazing. Thank you so much for sending these over, Kevin. That's really, I appreciate that a lot. Those are movies that like I would like and that my wife would like. Like that's perfect for both of us. So I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and move into this package here. We're actually almost done. I actually got through there a little bit quicker than I thought. But wow. So this one has no name on it. So let's just go ahead and cut it open. This room gets so hot really quick, by the way. I have my fan on down there, which I hope is not too loud from where the microphone is, because usually it's a little further away. But today it's just a little closer. Hope it's not blowing any air into your ears or anything like that. So let's open this together. Bop, bop. Bop, bop. What do we have here? We have two cubes of sorts. The question is, what's inside the cube? So we will take these two cubes. I'm making sure that they're actually stable. I don't want to pull them out and then they fall. And then let's get rid of the box. So let me put one here for now. So in here, okay, so it already tells me on the outside of it what it is. It is a small mug. Is it weird that everyone has like a thing? I love mugs. There's a story I could tell you about a mug, but I love mugs. Like I love shirts, and now I love tank tops. Oh man. How did you know? I gotta find out who sent this, but how did you know that JP really, really likes mugs? I'm trying my best to cut this open precisely and carefully. I think I got it right. Did I? Hold on. I don't want to like... That's the last thing you want to do is like really force it open, especially if it's a mug. We don't want to break that. There we go. I did it very, very carefully, very gingerly, as they would say. Let's open this up together, guys. Of course, I have to open it upside down. A flower? Bum, 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 bum. If you roll down to... That is awesome. I love it. And Peter in his getup. Peter in his costume. That is absolutely awesome. Thank you. I don't have a name. I don't have a name for whoever sent this, but you mugged me. Thank you so much. I love that. That is... Ooh, I'm going to be drinking none of that tomorrow. Tomorrow's my coffee. Now let's see what the other box here holds. Whoever sent that, thank you so much. I really love mugs. Like I said, there's a story I could tell you about a mug. Long story short, went to a Korean bakery / tea place, and I just really liked the style of their mugs. Like, there was just something about the mugs. And my friends that I was with and my wife, I was like, I wanna take this mug. I wanna buy this mug. Not steal it, I wanna buy it from them. And they're like, you can't buy the mugs. They're not selling the mugs. So I went up to the counter, and the lady didn't speak the greatest English, but I asked her, I said, hey, can I buy this mug? How much can I buy this mug for? And she had said $15. But then the other coworker came, and I couldn't buy the mugs. I could not buy the mugs. She thought that I was trying to refill the drink or buy another drink or something like that, but no. I could not refill the mugs. And I'm so sorry. I'm sure that noise that I'm making right now, trying to open this, is like one of the most annoying noises right now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Let's see if I can edit this one. Gingerly. There we go. All right. Success. Let's open the next mug. And the lamb lies down on Broadway. On Broadway. Thank you so much. These are so cool. These are so cool. Oh man, I wish I knew who sent these. These are so cool. Thank you so much for these. Man, I told you, I don't deserve any of this at all. But whoever sent, I wish there was a name, like, looking through, just to make sure I didn't miss something obvious, but I don't see anything. Whoever sent that over, thank you so much. That's gonna make my mornings with my coffee just a little bit better. Just, not even just a little bit, a lot better. Let me throw that over there. All right, so the next package we have here, this is from David. David, you already know, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. You already know, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot. Let me get this open here. All right. I really need to clean up this room, though. I'm kind of glad I moved all my stuff over, because it's given me access to places in the room that haven't been accessed recently. So it's kind of ready for a dusting. You know what I mean? Like when you're cleaning and you move the couch a certain way, or you look behind the TV, and you're like, ooh, you got some bunnies back here. You got some dust bunnies going on. And that's when the real cleaning begins. Let me put my scissors down here, and let's go ahead and open this together, guys. I should have angled the camera a little lower, because it's hard to get the camera angles just perfect. All right, let's do this together, my friends, if you don't mind. I'm trying to lean it, but it's a little heavy. There's a little weight to this package. All right, so nothing. What in the... You guys see that? This is a care package of movies. Hold on. There was a note, and I didn't mean to toss it, but I tossed it. This is a care package of movies and a note as well. Thank you so much, David. That's really, really, really nice of you. Now, just looking, let's do this together really quick, right? Can you guys see the sides? We have The 100-Year-Old Man. I've never heard of this movie. A Fish Called Wanda. I've heard a lot about. I've heard so much about, but I've never gotten around to it. Pale Rider, Clint Eastwood, classic. Don't even have to say much about that one. The Last Samurai, Tom Cruise, Ken Watanabe. Awesome movie. That's a good movie as well. I really like that. That's a good movie. My Cousin Vinny. Another movie I've heard so much about. It has... Oh, man. What's his name from Goodfellas? You calling me a clown? You think I'm funny? I'm funny like a clown? Then he shoots Spider in the foot, and then he shoots Spider, period. Oh man, Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci, right? My cousin Vinny. The Green Mile. Classic. Undisputed classic. That's a heart tugger. Oh, I'm thinking about it. I just replayed scenes in my mind. Is that Michael Clark Duncan? I think that's his name in there. Scent of a Woman. I've heard of it. I've never seen it. I know that it's a movie my brother really likes. Scarface. That's a movie I've never seen. It's a classic that I've never seen. I've watched a scene of it here or there, but it's something that would like be right up my alley. The rise to power of a drug lord. Why did I say lard? A drug lord? I believe that's basically the gist of it. The Warriors. Warriors, come out and play. And that's the same actor from Commando when Arnold Schwarzenegger drops him off the cliff. I thought you said you're going to kill me last. I lied. La, 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 la. Listen to the sound effect that he makes when he's falling down the cliff. I've never seen The Warriors. Thou or they shall not grow old. I believe this is from Peter Jackson. And this is, man, I don't remember the exact. Is it World War II? I don't remember which one. But it's a documentary, Peter Jackson style. And I remember when it came out in theaters, I really, really wanted to go see it, but I just never got around to it and never got the chance. So thank you so much for sending this over and now giving me the chance, because it is something I've wanted to see. Tower of Power. Isn't that a band? I'm not sure about that movie. And then Pete Seeger, The Power of Song. Man, this is a care package. Can you guys see this? I'm trying to hold it up. That's why I have my hand here. And then on the side, we have some CDs. You didn't have to send this all over, David. Thank you. I'm going to put this down really quick so I can go through the CDs here. I'm just trying to find room. That's the hard part sometimes. Alright, so let me open or take off the rubber bands. There we go. Alright, so we got America's Greatest Hits History. So I would assume this is the band America. I've only listened to one song from them, actually, which is Ventura Highway, which is on here. And I don't really know much else about them, to be honest. But I do recognize a lot of these songs, only because a lot of these songs here were recommended on that video when we did that. So thank you so much for saying that. The Steve Miller Band, a band that I've heard of, once again. I couldn't say if I've ever listened to a song from them or not. This is their greatest hits, 1974 to 78. Looking on the back, just at their songs here to see if I recognize any. Is the Joker, is that the one where I'm a Joker, I'm a Joker, I'm midnight? Is that one? I don't know for sure, but I think that's the Steve Miller Band, but I could be way off. And did I drop something? No. The next one, Tiger Lily, Natalie Merchant. Sometimes you guys introduce me to artists and bands and I'm like, who? And then they've made like the most popular and biggest songs in the world and I'm like, oh. I have never heard of Natalie Merchant, but I love, sorry I just hit the microphone, but I love the name of the album, Tiger Lily. There's just something about that. I'm sorry. Am I even holding these up to the camera? I'm doing that thing where I'm just selfishly kind of looking at it. You guys are probably like, hey, can you show it to us? And there's the back there. But yeah, I've never heard of of Natalie Merchant here. Sorry, I hit the table again. And I don't recognize, at least off the top of my head, any of the names of the songs. And then here, George Benson, one of my favorite guitarists and artists, George Benson. We have him with Earl Clue. This is an album my dad would probably like too. And this is their album, hold on, let me see if I can see it here. It actually just says George Benson, Earl Clue, collaboration. So, I guess that's the name of the album itself. But Thank you so much for these. Let me just go through them really quick one more time. David. Thank you. I'm trying to get it all. I'm trying to make sure I don't drop anything. You guys don't see it, but there's a lot of stuff like around me, and it's hard for me to like even move. There you go. Thank you so much for that. Someone next door just put on a lot of music, by the way. I don't know who it was or what they're doing out there, but they put on some music. Let us go ahead and get into the final 2 packages of the night. If you've been watching this far, by the way, first of all, thank you. Second of all, I'm sorry if it's boring. I'm just sitting here opening packages, but I hope that you're having a wonderful time. Probably not as good a time as me right now, but I hope that you're enjoying it on some level. So this is sent from Don, i.e. and a.k.a. Why do I always mess up your nickname? Marwad. Thank you so much. I'm going to call you Mar. Mar is also, a lot of you guys have, but Mar is also one of those people that's been in the community and involved for such a long time. Honestly, like a lot of you, probably, I don't even know, 80% of you are like regulars that I'm familiar with. I kind of know your tastes and your likes. You may not know that I know, but I kind of know your tastes and your likes and, everything. And it's just cool. Obviously you guys get to know me, but by the same token and in the same process, you may not even realize it, but I'm getting to know you, and I love that. Let me just find out exactly where to open this package from. Sometimes it's not so obvious. Sometimes I feel like a rat in a maze. A rat in a cage. Isn't that a song? By... Oh, what's that band? I don't remember the name off the top of my head. I don't even remember how the song goes, but you guys know the song I'm thinking about, Rat in the Cage. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in the cage. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, you know the song. Hold on, I got half of the box. I got half of the box open. I hope that I'm not being too loud, because I don't want to wake up my wife. She usually sleeps very, very good and deeply, because a lot of times I record at night while she's actually asleep. And I've never gotten a complaint. So either she's just extremely forgiving, or she's knocked out. So let's go ahead and open this together, everyone. A little red, white, and blue. Never hurt nobody. Let's dig through the tissues. So, I don't know, can you see? I'm sorry. I'm really limited on room. It's hard to turn. So we have some CDs here. We have some snacks. Don, thank you. You guys are sending like care packages, and I love it so much. This is so cool. This must be a Canadian homegrown snack right here. Le Rable. Probably took me way too long to figure out Le Rable. I'm not even facing the microphone. I'm sorry, you guys probably can't even hear me. Le Rable. Supreme cream. Listen, this is the kind of cookie I'll be eating in my Genesis mug. So we have that. This is a heavy box, by the way. Dancing in the Dragon's Jaws, Bruce Cockburn. We've gotten some Bruce Cockburn before, and I mispronounced the name before. This time we're gonna pronounce it right. I love that album cover. That is colorful. That is attractive. You see this in a record store, and you're gonna stop. Why am I holding it like this? Let me hold it like this, right? This is probably a better way to do this. Let me remove this tissue paper here. Makes it a little easier. Let me toss that right there. And then we have Between the Breaks Live. This is by Stan Rogers, I believe. Let me make sure. Yes, Stan Rogers. Let me turn around so I can show you guys here. Stan Rogers. It's from Borealis Records. I feel like I've heard of that record label before. Like someone else is on that label that has some recognition. Let me put these here so they don't fall accidentally, like while I'm holding it like this. Then we have Swinging from the Chains of Love, Blackie and the Rodeo Kings. This I love the caricatures and their artwork, I would assume, of themselves here. And then even on the back here, get a lot of aliens and stuff going on. This is awesome. I love when you guys send me, or even just share me. You don't have to send me anything, but when you share bands and artists from your own towns, your cities, your states, your provinces, your country, your nation. Then we have chocolate. Don, you sent chocolate as well, and this looks like good chocolate. Just looking at the cover. Morton's of Winnipeg. That's so good. That's so awesome. Man, thank you so much for that. Thank you. And some, hold on, are these cheesies? Some cheesies? Listen, I love Cheetos. You know this is gonna be real though. You know what I mean? Oh man. I went to Canada when I was younger, and I didn't really get to involve myself in the Canadian culture. And if I went back, I would be all about this. And then the last thing here that was sent, Coffee Crisp. Nestle. You. and of course the note, which I love. By the way, if you guys hear drumming next door, they're drumming a little bit next door. They woke up. They're having a party. Don says just a couple of things, but thank you, man. I'm in awe. I'm really in awe. Thank you so much, man. Let's move on to the next package, Don. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for the note. Thank you for sharing. I know I mentioned it last time that you had sent something over as well, but thank you for sharing a piece of your place, a piece of you, a piece of what means a lot to you. You know. The last package here we have is from Familia Sandoval. My wife, every single time that we have received something from you guys, my wife always says, please make sure that I'm on camera next time so that I can properly thank them. Like, specifically right now for your family, the Sandovals, but really for like everyone that also, like I said, writes to my wife and sends something that maybe she would enjoy the movie that some of you have sent before and things like that. And, you know, like I said, right now she's asleep, so that's not happening. And when she's sleeping, you do not wake her up. That's why I'm keeping my voice a little bit, you know, within a certain decibel level. Because if I wake her up, honestly, she'd be kind of fine. She would just open the door. You would hear the door open, and you'd probably see me look up in fear, and then she'd be like, "What you doing?" So let me just get in here. I almost just choked on air, just breathing. Isn't that one of the most annoying things? When you're just like breathing normal, you just start choking out of nowhere, and before your eyes, your life has flashed, and you think about all the choices you've made to that point, and what led you to start choking on air. It's almost like when you're just walking, and you just randomly trip. And when you randomly trip, you gotta pretend that you just want to start running for some random reason, or else you look weird, you know? And really, no one's thinking anything about it. Don't mind me, I'm just buying time with stories and anecdotes while I'm opening this box. Alright, so let me turn it, open it for you. Once again, this is a girthy box. This is a little heavy. I don't want to turn too much away from the microphone because I want you guys to be able to hear me as I speak. Okay, hold on, let me... I can't hold it like that. I'm going to drop stuff. So, from Familia Sandoval. Oh, this is awesome. First of all, thank you so much for the card that you sent over here. I love this. Genesis, Queen, The Dead Boys, Devo, Elvis Costello, Missing Persons. You gave us a great rundown. You gave us the perfect rundown here of what's going on, what's happening. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to show you guys what I have. Hold on, let me see how to do this. Hold on. First things first. Let me pull the microphone closer a little bit. Hold on. That was probably really loud for you guys. First things first. Genesis in their own words. Now, what is this? I don't want to project myself above the band. I just poodle about and put on silly costumes. That's Peter Gabriel. Now, is this a DVD, a book? I can't see. I couldn't see the sides. So this is definitely a book. There's a CD or a DVD on the back here. I would assume this is like their interviews, perhaps. Like, you know, the interviews that they have on YouTube. I've seen a few of them for each album. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, this is really cool. So it goes through each of Genesis songs. I just turned to a random page here, and it's the band in their own words discussing the songs. That is really, really cool. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I just started reading it. Thank you so much for sending that over. Sometimes I forget I'm doing a video, and I just start reading and doing stuff on my own. Alright, so then the other CDs we have here. The Best of Missing Persons. I've never heard of the band Missing Persons. I do not know who they are, what they sound like. I would assume I'm just basing this off of what I see on the cover and on the back. I would assume this is like 80s synth pop, perhaps, maybe something of that nature. However, Devo. We are Devo. I got some Devo coming up already. I don't know exactly when it's coming up. It's either coming up like in a few days or maybe in a week. I don't know, but I've already recorded actually a little bit of Devo, so we're already going to get a little bit of this, and I'm not going to spoil it. It's good though. It's good. I enjoyed what I heard about them and heard of them. So, let us move on to these packages here. I guess I could put this down. Oh, see, I'm hitting things. Did you hear that? Hold on, let's put this down. So, who or what is this? This is Elvis Costello and the Attractions. Armed Forces, I guess. Oh, yeah. Okay, because I saw this. You guys, I had it flipped. And I saw this, so I read it. And then if you look really closely at that yellow acrylic paint that's splattered everywhere, you can read Elvis Costello and the Attractions Armed Forces. That's awesome. I love the artwork here. That's that kind of abstract art that to some people looks like nothing, but to others they'd buy it for $1 million. I love that. And then here, what I find interesting is on this album cover, the elephants. But if you look on the bottom corner, there's an elephant skull. The elephants are rising up. Don't wanna mess with an elephant because they do not forget, or so I hear. Then the next. Do I even need to say anything about that? Do I need to? Genesis Seconds Out. This is one that you guys have asked for ever, along with Yes and Yes Songs. I've heard a lot about this one. That is awesome. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for sending this over. That's cool. I love Mike there. Mike is like my favorite member. He just seems so chill with everything. He just seems like the coolest guy to me. But that's like a lot of bass players. Alright, so you get the this other record here. Let's see. Oh, it's already open. Okay. I thought I had like extra cardboard. Hold on. I'm rearranging. I'm going to show you guys this mess, and you're going to look at me like, ooh, it's really messy. Dead Boys. Young, loud, and snotty. I'm gonna assume this is punk. There's actually 2 albums here. Hold on, I'm really boxed in here. Dead Boys' debut studio album released in 1977, one of the definitive U.S. punk rock albums. Now, I've heard of Dead Kennedys and a lot of other bands that have been mentioned when we've done and dipped our toes into punk, but I have not heard of Dead Boys. Let me turn this around for you. I'm going to hide the other album, whatever it is, so we're both not spoiled. Neither you nor I. Thank you so much for sending that over. I love to get into a little bit of punk. And I'm sorry for laughing. I was reading the song titles. One of the songs is called Caught with the Meat in Your Mouth. And then the other album we have here, Queen. Queen. The Game. You just lost the game, by the way. Queen, The Game. This was released in 1980. So this is the album, just looking at the track list here on the back. By the way, that's really shiny, so I'm sorry if you guys can't see that. I'm trying to angle it to the dark so you can see it a little better. So this is the album that has Another One Bites the Dust on it. And then I don't think I recognize, I don't recognize any other songs on here. But they're looking good. They're looking bad, you know? Like the good bad. They're looking bad right there. They're looking like they're about to boom, 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 ba-da-ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. You know? And I think, hold on. Oh. And then I also have a little bit of an envelope right here. I'm not sure who this is from because there's no name on the front. But let's go ahead and take a look, take a peek, see what's going on, and what do we seek. I don't know what that meant. I don't know what that meant. What do we seek? Let me put this right over there. I'm going to have a lot of cleaning up to do. So, we have been sent, let's see, Peace and Love, the Steve 290. I love that. That's awesome. Like I said, sending a little piece of yourself to me. Thank you so much. And I have a few others here. Hold on, let me open this. Hold on. This is awesome. And he sent me a little bit of a letter here as well. And a drawing. Alright, see, this is cool. You got a little Sailor Moon meatball head. That is really cool. Thank you so much for sending this over. That is really cool. There's nothing, about me that deserves the love that you guys have shown me, and yet I thank you so much for the love that you have shown me and for everything that you've done, not only for myself but for my wife. Thank you for making this year and the previous years just amazing. You know, there's a certain point where what else are you going to say about it? You know, there's a certain time where, I've exhausted the words of thanks that I have, and I wish I could bring up like a thesaurus to just find new ways to thank you. But I'm gonna keep on doing what I enjoy, and I assume that you guys enjoy, and just keep on listening to the music, keep on exploring, because I think definitely for myself and a lot of you guys, that music is it's that thing. You know, it's that special thing. It's, in a sense, the closest you can get to God. It's that spiritual connection to music that I think a lot of us have, and it's the way we express it. And I thank you guys for sharing your expressions and your gifts with me. You have blessed me beyond anything. You have absolutely given me more than I could have ever even asked for, ever thought of, anything like that. I'm extremely grateful for you guys, seriously. So I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you as always for being here. This room is getting really hot. I'm starting to sweat. I'm going to show you just how much stuff is down here. And I still have to sort, by the way, because I left some of the, for example, the DVDs in the box. So I got to take the DVDs out in a moment. Let me flip my camera here. Hold on. Let me back out. Can I? Oh, I'm already zoomed out all the way. Okay, here you go. Hold on. Here's all. Here's my mess right now. I'm totally boxed in. I'm stuck. I'm so stuck in there. So thank you all for everything. Hope that you enjoyed the video. Hope that you've had a good year. And I hope that next year treats you well. Hope that the holidays coming up treats you well. And I definitely put the camera a lot further away than where it was before. Have a wonderful day, guys. Have a great night. I'll see you later. Bye.